You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level. Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn connects you with experts from all over the world to help you take charge of your career, your business, and your life. Rap along with us. Visit drjacalyn.com to learn how to become a guest or a sponsor. And now, the doctor is in.
Hello and welcome. We are so happy to have you here on USA Global TV and Business Talk Radio. You are watching Talking Heads, and I am Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. You may have noticed in our intro that it had a better you, lessons from the best coaches, consultants, and trusted advisors. We are transitioning to our new branding. We just finished 100 live streaming episodes of A Better You with my team of expert presenters from around the world. We have a team of 27 accomplished, proficient experts who are on our team. And we will be officially moving to all of our new branding for Talking Heads on September the 16th. So in case you're just joining us for the first time and saying to yourself, what is Talking Heads? What was A Better You? We are a presentation platform on these shows. We have 7 shows every week where experts come and present a short, bite-sized lesson to help us be better personally and or professionally. So let us bring out our experts for today, 2 dynamic, powerful women. I'm so excited because each time they present, I learn something else. Teuta Avdyli, as well as Keegan Daly. Hi, welcome, ladies. Nice to see you.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Nice. So for our first time viewers, anybody out there for the first time, Teuta, where are you joining us from?
Hi, everyone. I joined from London, UK.
Oh, love from London. I love it. And Keegan Daly, you're close to where I am, but tell us where you are in the great state of New Jersey.
I am in the middle of New Jersey, Columbus, New Jersey, which is a little tiny village, and it's near Mount Holly and Bordentown, so some people might know that area.
Bordentown is where the auto auction is. I don't know if it's still there or not, but my dad was a car dealer and I used to go there. Not there anymore.
No, it's not there anymore. No.
All right, another memory. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So let me just let our audience know that each of you will be doing a short presentation, 15 minutes. And at the end, myself and the other one who hasn't presented, we will come back and we'll have a conversation about the presentation. Teuta has graciously volunteered to go first. So before we begin, I'm going to spotlight each of you. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about the value that you bring to this wonderful planet and what you'll be presenting today. Teuta, it's all yours.
Hello, hi, my name is Teuta Avdyli, a bestseller author of the book Born to Stand Out and Not to Fit In, and upcoming, soon to be released Family Legacy of Love. I am a motivational speaker, certified Les Brown, Power Voice Academy, awarded Peace Ambassador, a transformation and parenting coach. Today, I would like to share with you 12 principles of how to set career goals and to prevent burnout.
Fantastic. That's very exciting, Teuta. You always have a beautiful message for us. Thank you. And Keegan Daly, tell us about the value you bring to this beautiful planet and what will you be presenting on today?
Thank you. Well, I have all of my life been a holistic nurse, even before that word was even known. So all of my life I've been about caring for people and about people. I have written a book called Reflections of a Seasoned Soul, which is wonderful stories that are true about my work. I also have been a hospice nurse. I'm a holistic educator and therapist. I'm also in the process of getting a certification as a Dream Builder Life Mastery Coach. That'll be very soon happening. So I'm excited. All kinds of work to help people.
And Jean, what will you be presenting on today?
I'll be presenting on the body, mind, spirit connection.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, ladies, brilliant. I'm very excited for the presentations. We're going to start with Teuta. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go. Fire it up.
Yes. Fire it up. Shake it up. All right.
Ready to go. Yes.
Jean and I are going to go backstage, and you, my friend, are the talking head. So take it away. I'll put the timer up for you.
Yep. Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen, please?
We don't see it yet.
Okay, good.
So while you're bringing that up, I want to let people know that starting this week, actually tomorrow, I will be leading an 8-minute live 4 days a week as the listening mentor. So each 8 minutes per each show will be on a different topic. And this week, our topic is listening languages. So do stay tuned for that. Please connect with me on Facebook, which is USA Global TV or Jacalyn Kerbeck. We've got, I think, 5 pages. So more to come on that. Teuta, are you ready to share?
I am ready, yes.
All right, share that deck, please, and we will get started.
You can see my screen, yes?
No, we don't see it yet.
Oh, okay. Let me, I thought, okay.
These things happen, folks. It's technology. It's not a big deal. It's more important what Teuta's message is. But we are able to see it now. Yes, here we go.
Yep.
There we go.
So, yes. So for those who just joining, or maybe they don't know me, so my name is Teuta Avdyli. I am a wife and a mother of 2 beautiful children, a bestseller author, Born to Stand Out and Not to Fit In, and upcoming book, Family Legacy of Love. Les Brown Certified Power Voice Academy, awarded Peace Ambassador, motivational speaker, transformation, and parenting coach. This is my books. This 100 most successful women around the world. This is one of my collaboration with other women. And was another bestseller author. This is one of my media that I've been featured. And so let's go straight away to the heart of the presentation. So my 12 powerful steps for mompreneurs, how to set career goals. Now, as a mothers, we have a lot of dreams and ideas and imagination. But when it comes to build our business, our dreams and our big why, sometimes we can become like demotivated. One day we might feel motivated, and next day we might feel fatigued and sluggish. So it's so hard to keep up. And then we might lose in our way to achieve the next steps to our goals. So how to stay confident whilst building your dreams, your goals, and your big why. So what is entrepreneur? Entrepreneurs are smart innovators. They renew an existing product or service in a more fascinating way. They bring to existence something that didn't exist before. They serve others in their uniqueness. They make high-risk decisions, aiming to make a profit for long-term impact. Also, bearing all the risk in order to make a difference in their family and in the world. According to Women's Entrepreneurship 2016 and 2017 GEM says that 11.6 million firms are owned by women, employing 9 million people, generating 1.7 trillion in sales, contributing in 9% of employment and 4.2% of revenues. So women are the most amazing and inspiring human being. Apart from being a mom, they have innovated and have contributed to different and successful projects, not only to become successful mothers in their families, but also to contribute for the betterment of the community and to change the world. Motherhood brings different skills like multitasking, planning, time management, innovation, budgeting, problem solving, communication, and creativity. However, giving attention to your family life and to work life, it's not easy. It's like any entrepreneur mothers face. Harriet Tubman said that every great dreamer begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, the passion to reach the stars and to change the world. So, as I said, that building your vision isn't easy. Let me just hide this. Robert Fried said that if you limit your choices only to what seems possible or reasonable, you disconnect yourself from what you truly want. And all what is left is a compromise. So, 12 principles of how to prevent burnout and to have a balanced life. The first step is be your authentic self. Discover who you truly are and fully give every aspect of your uniqueness to the world. This is your path off to an extraordinary. James Winnie. So when we say that, when I said about being authentic yourself is be who you are, really are. Be you, do you. And the only thing that you can do that is just doing what it is that you really are passionate and what you really love doing. Know your message. What is your purpose? What is the message that you want to convey to people? What is that you define? Who is your why? And then go with your passion. You have to really research every piece of information. What to see that what you really want and to send the uniqueness, all that you want to serve to people. It has to be from you truly within your authentic self. So I say that integrity plus dedication plus effectiveness, I equal them with passion. Rollo May says that the opposite of courage is in our society is not courteous, it is conformity. Let your intrinsic motivation be your priority. What I mean about that is, intrinsic motivation has to do more with your meaning and purpose, sense of service and duty, learning and growing, and not about outcomes. Whereas extrinsic motivation is more about titles, about money, and external factors. Daniel Pink thinks that there are three powerful forces in motivating in intrinsic motivation, which is said autonomy, that is the need to self-direct. Mastery is the intrinsic motivation to get better and better and to master the skill. Purpose, this is the ability to connect to a larger cause, and this is the great form of motivation. Third, focus on what is truly important. When it comes to making decisions and prioritizing your work-related tasks, think of what is crucial and urgent, what isn't as important or pressing. So Marla Debler says that when we think a stressor is too great for us to manage, we feel overwhelmed. So according to Eisenhower decision matrix, he says that whatever is important is solidum, urgent, and what is urgent is solidum and important. So we have the 4 steps of the importance, that is high, which is importance and urgent and important, like to do it now, is important but not urgent, decide when you have to do it. The third is urgent but not important. You can delegate it, you can delete it, or you can even postpone it. So the fourth one is not important, not urgent. So you dump it. So you can decide what to do. So according to Eisenhower, he said that that there must be 4 steps, the SMART goals. So you have to consider like a goal, it has to be specific, measured, attainable, recorded, timely, and when you have your goal, you have to think about to make them in the sub-goals. For example, you cannot write a book in one day, but you can write, what you can do, you can make it in sub-goals. For example, you can say that perhaps I might not write 500 words in a day, but you can do 50 words a day. And every day when you do these sub-goals, and by the end, you add them up every day, and then by the end of the year, you have finished your book. But yes, there must be sub-goals, we must small bite goals, fractionize it in the steps that you can attain, and is measurable and must be timely as well. When I say about SMART sub-goals, is a big step that needs to happen in order to achieve the big task or stretch the goal. In order to accomplish these SMART sub-goals, try breaking down into chunks of action. When you break this down in smaller steps, taking action is not going to be as overwhelming. Virgin said that little hinges swing big doors. The 4th step that is mindset to makeover. As I said that sometimes we underestimate the importance of the mindset. How important is in order for you to achieve your goals, you have to believe. You have to have the right mindset. Having the right mindset will help you to move more. It will drive you more to achieve those goals, your dreams, and your big whys. So master your mind, or else the mind will master you. Stop the scratch and sniff mentality, the fast food mentality. That is going to happen overnight. We love to make things to reach success in very fast way, but because if we don't go through the process, we'll not enjoy the process. We'll become overwhelmed. And I can bring the analogy about the mothers that when they come pregnant, we know that there will be some big decision but there will be some there will be some I can find the name now as well. But we know that we have to give up our time. There will be involved like sleepless night. There will be involved breastfeeding. But we know that even the day that we go to labor is going to be the most painful day of our life. But yet again, we go back again and we want to go through that pain again. Why? Because we have accepted the responsibility of childbearing. That's how it is in the creating your business. In order to create success, you have to go these hurdles. You have to go these challenges, and then you have to have the right mindset. I say a mindset of a mundane mindset to a miracles mindset. So you can have from ordinary mindset to extraordinary mindset. So what do you need to let go about yourself? Do you have beliefs that not being good enough or smart enough or don't deserve or you are not worthy? Release them once and for all. You are good enough. You are smart enough. And absolutely you deserve it. Bob Proctor said, develop a mindset that aligns with your life, that you truly want to live. When you start to believe it, when you start to really change your mindset, reframe your mindset, you'll start to feel differently, act differently, and think differently. And that's when you start to attract what you really want in your life. Self-care. It's so important to take self-care. I say that there are 2 people in the world. There are other people and it's you. So you are the most important person. And you have to take care of yourself, because it's like you can run, your cup can not overflow for your cup to overflow, it can't be poured from an empty cup. So it has to be overflowed. So you are important as everybody else, and try to release those feelings of guilt, of shame, embarrassment, and unworthiness, and replace them with a feeling of self-love, self-kindness, and empowerment. So bring in your life, what is that thing that you loved to do before? So for example, just go in the nature, walk, or if you want to relax, just have a hot bath with salt, and just relax yourself. And sometimes just being with yourself and take care of yourself. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we cannot produce or create good things or create something beautiful. Business clarity. I cannot stress this enough, because business clarity and direction. You have to know your message, as I said, and what is your purpose and what you want to convey to people, because you have to research every piece of information. For example, in my own experience, I made lots of mistakes. So it's better to always ask advice from people who know, they have the skills, and they are expert on that field. And always, in order to create a solution or a concept, you have to have a network, and you have to have experts that they know that field and will help you to go to the next level and quicker. So we have, and Napoleon Hill says, I love his book as well, Think and Grow Rich. We have amazing reservoirs of talents inside of us. You have to use our imagination in the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force the world has ever known. So yes, research every piece of information. When you are sure what you want and what is your message, what is your value that you'll bring to people, then you will be in a better place. So lead with 10% and learn the 90%. Oh, this is about teaching. Being teachable, position yourself and have that attitude. Guide me, teach me, and grow in wisdom. Business knowledge will help you to get to the top of the ladder. Have a mentor. A mentor, Bob Proctor said that having a mentor is someone who sees more talents and ability within you than you see in yourself, and helps bring it out of you. A mentor can help you to improve your skills, help you it inspires you, motivates you, it makes your leadership skills more stronger, and trains you for the business and what you need. Time for nothing. This is so important as well. Neuroscience studies show that devoting time to doing nothing helps you relax enough to see the bigger picture and allow creativity, fresh ideas, and innovation. That are the most people that have applied this step is Albert Einstein. When he's admitted that many times, he said that my aha moment happened when I was with no time, so I was alone with myself. Also, Steve Jobs applied to this principle as well. He gives attention and included that in everyday life. Practice gratitude. So this is one of my quotes when I said, think of what a privilege is to be alive, to breathe the fresh air, to think, to see all the beauty that surrounds you, to enjoy, to love, to serve others. This is truly an endless blessing. Also, feeling of gratitude and not expressing is like also wrapping a present and not giving it. William Arthur. So smile and be grateful for everything you have and for people that you have around, and always thank them and who always been there for you. The 11th step principle is building a network. So this is a very important step as well. You have to have network, a businesswoman, a friend woman that help you to have connection with the female business owners as well. but also to help you, like, to be with the right people, with the right minded people that always will lift you up and will always applaud you in your success, in your business. So having the right connection, right people, and the right circle is very important to build in your dream business, your goals, and your big why. The last one is, the last but not the least, is listen the voice of God. Many times we are worrying about what people say to us, and we are mostly the people's pleaser. But have we ever asked the question, what God thinks of me? When we put God, it's not that, for example, that in my own experience, everything that I do, I always ask God to, so I am in the right path. Not that the other people that they don't believe in God, they are not successful. You can be successful, but when you put God in your everything, in your life, in your business, is that feeling of trust, that feeling of hope, that feeling that, okay, so is that security that you have in you, and that is so important. As we say, like, many times we want, and then in the end we say that, okay, let me please my friend, let me please my family, but in the end we end up one day we ask the question, where is my goals, where is my dream, and where is my why? So we leave more summers behind than rather we have. But it's never too late to do the right thing. For, as God said, that for everything, absolutely everything, above and below, visible and invisible, everything God started in him, and he finds its purpose in him. And God also, the book of life, it teaches us that do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So this is the last step, and I want to close with Les Brown quote, which it says, "Help others achieve their dreams, and you will achieve yours." So some book recommendation that I want to recommend: As the Man Thinketh, James Allen; Psycho-Cybernetics, Maxwell Waltz; and The Power of Awareness, Neville Goddard. So thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope that I changed a little bit of perspective how to set career goals. And if you want to get in touch with me, please go to www.legacyoflove.co.uk and my other website, www.teutaavdyli.com. In Facebook, Teuta Avdyli, and LinkedIn, Teuta Avdyli. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you all.
Well done, Teuta. A plethora of information there. And by the way, you have some fans. Well done, Mom.
Thank you.
Well done, Mommy. Amazing. And just in case you didn't know, it's your son and your daughter.
Thank you. I have to call them to see that.
So your greatest fan.
So much. Thank you.
And
so
then
much.
I don't know what this says.
Oh, it's boy band.
Translation, please.
Oh, it's okay. It's in Albanian actually. It says about your English. Yes, it says.
Okay.
You're speaking good English, something like that. But it's not written very well, but that's what I understand.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. And also, yes, beautiful.
Well
all
done,
right.
Mommy. Yes.
Well done. Well done. We are going to take a quick break, and I do want to spotlight a friend of mine has something coming up that is really worthwhile. It's the mental wellness and positivity experience. No one should miss this epic event. You've never seen anything like the Global Mental Wellness event taking place the week of September the 12th. Everyone should be registering for this as soon as possible. And we do have the link, which if you're listening or watching, it's MAPS, M-A-P-S, globalevents.com. And I will go ahead and stream that in just a moment. But I just wanted to make people aware September the 12th, the MAPS event. Okay, Jean, any feedback that you have for Teuta?
Well, I think, Teuta, we are kindred spirits because everything that you have discussed, I do absolutely believe, have studied and truly trust. You did a wonderful explanation of all of it, and a lot of these principles I learned a long time ago, and it has helped me so much. So I'm so happy that you're bringing it to others.
Thank you.
Reminders for myself, too, as I grow in this field. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Teuta. I really love your presentation. I love your deck because I think I love the colors, and I think it's really mentally stimulating and engaging. And I, of course, love your passion. And the 12 principles that you brought up, we can all benefit from, and we all really need to, I feel, just, my perspective, it makes us a better person. It makes us a better community member and makes us just kinder, gentler, more appreciative of what we have and more receptive to helping other people. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to take a break, and then Keegan Daly, you're going to be leading off with your presentation. So we'll be right back after we hear some messages from our sponsors. Please do stay with us here on USA Global TV and Business Talk Radio. I'm the Listening Mentor, and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I'm the host of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, and I want to invite you to pick up my book, Unstoppable. I wrote a book called Unstoppable. It's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. The one thing that my 20 years of law enforcement has taught me is that no matter who you are, we are all governed by universal laws, like gravity. But in this book, we're going to talk about laws like the law of forgiveness, laws like the law of control, the law of intelligent practice, the law of expectancy. I was able to see how those, no matter what their background was, those who identified and treated these laws with respect, they were able to go on and lead successful lives. So pick up this book, and you can go ahead and pick it up at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com, where anywhere where fine books are sold. Thank you.
There are 7.7 billion people on Earth today. 40% of these people are under the age of 25. Young adults are the most fertile mission field in the world today. In Scripture, we see Jesus pouring his life into 12 young adults who he equipped to change the world and all of history. Like Jesus, we believe that the best approach to reach the world with the gospel is to invest in young, emerging leaders and equip them to build disciple-making movements. Concentric is the notion of surrounding and sharing a common center. Our center is the model and strategy of Jesus for both leadership development and ministry formation. As a global alliance, we provide equipping in biblical leadership based on Jesus' example in the New Testament. Jesus modeled for us how to make disciples that reproduce. Focusing on leadership development is key to creating movements that spread the gospel and Jesus' disciple-making strategy to young leaders around the globe. Our Ministry Alliance partners are actively equipping leaders and building movements of multiplication that reproduce the life of Christ. Join us today to equip young leaders with Jesus' strategy that will change cities and nations.
The session that we had with BCAT was really entertaining and enlightening. We were able to put together some very specific steps that we as individuals can take, and it was really fun to all come together and see sort of where we're going as a team and how we can all get there together.
We had a tremendous experience with the BCAT partners. One of the challenges that we have as an organization is to make sure that we have the right people in the right chairs doing the right thing. To do that well, you have to have synergy. You can try to dream up ways to make sure that your group does that, or you can rely on experts. We would recommend BCAT Partners to anybody who's looking to take their organization to the next level.
Academy Sedan and Limo is a full-service transportation company serving the Philadelphia metropolitan area with full knowledge of the New York City, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. areas. We pride ourselves on being the most dependable, conscientious company in the industry. Our always on-time service and dependable pricing make us the company to call for any event or occasion. Our vehicles can accommodate any size party for any occasion. Our vehicles range from four-door sedans to SUVs to minivans to limo buses to full-size tour buses and can accommodate groups of 2 to 100. We offer airport shuttle service or over-the-road service without limitation regarding mileage or time, and no drive is too long or too far. So if you find yourself in need of transportation of any type with any vehicle, give us a call at 610-842-4564 and let us show you what a real transportation company can do for you.
Use code ACADEMY2020 to receive 20% off your first 3 rides, including parking and tolls.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Hi, and welcome to USA TV and Business Talk Radio. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor, and I am joined today by Teuta and Jean. In our first segment, Teuta gave us a brilliant presentation. The topic was 12 powerful principles for mompreneurs. That's a hard one to say, mompreneurs, to prevent burnout. Great job, Teuta. And she brought her own fan club with her as well. So we still have more comments from them. So they're just best mom ever. Just really happy with you.
Yes, and
Well
they were
done.
upstairs and they just came here and I didn't understand when you said, Mommy, we're there. I said, okay, thank you. I didn't know.
Well, they love you, and that's a beautiful gift. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Jean Keegan Daly, are you ready for your presentation?
I am. Thank you.
I love to hear that. Yes. Okay. All right, Jean, I'm going to spotlight you, and I'm going to put up the timer for you. Have a great presentation. Teuta and I will go backstage.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. And I have to say that Teuta, everything that you were talking about, all the principles, I just, before I came on this presentation, taught all of these principles, or most of them anyway, to my granddaughter who is leaving for college, her first year of college tomorrow. So we had lunch together, and she's very familiar with things that I believe in and my philosophy, and she listens very well. So she knows that all of these theories or these beliefs are very important, that we truly are body, mind, and spirit in one. We are connected in body, mind, and spirit. And the reason we know this is because we are more than just our thoughts. We are more than ourselves. We're part of a larger creativity. And many people, including myself, call that creator God. And some people call that creative force spirit or universe or oneness. It doesn't really matter. It just matters that you know that you are so much part of something much, much larger than yourself. And that we all are connected because we all have a spiritual core, having human experiences in this life. So when you think about that, what actually is the mind? The mind is actually what produces a thought. Now, many of our thoughts are unconscious. When we are aware of our thoughts in the conscious mind, we're often just in the moment aware of these thoughts. In our unconscious mind are stored all of the thoughts we've ever had, all the beliefs we've ever had, all of the conceptions and misconceptions we've ever had. And so when you have a thought and you're aware of your thought, that produces a feeling. So there's the connection between your mind and your emotions. The feeling is something that you can have from an unconscious thought also. Sometimes you might, let's say someone is late to meet you, and you're waiting and waiting for that person, and you have another commitment, so this is not comfortable for you to be waiting for this person. And when the person arrives, you have a feeling of perhaps anxiety. Maybe you feel frustrated with that person and their reasoning for being late. Sometimes there is no reason. Some people have a habit of being late, but that can remind you unconsciously of other times when you've waited for people, when you have been excited about something and the other person doesn't show up. So that produces a feeling that is piggybacked onto what you're feeling in the moment of the person at the present time being late for you. That then produces the behavior. So we have the thought, then the feeling, and then the behavior. And we have choice in our behavior, but sometimes the behaviors that we express are not from conscious choice, they are from past behaviors, past reactions, rather than responses to what is happening in the moment. And so you might say something to this person who's late in the moment that actually has more energy, more charge on it than you meant for it to have because of not being able or being willing to take care of it in the past. So then if that's repeated, that becomes a habit. And your mind then forms a connection between what's happening in the moment and what happened in the past. And it's up to then all of us to take some time to breathe, as I talked about before, take a deep breath and center yourself. And ask yourself, is this really matching? Is this episode or this event matching the feeling that I have right now? And you do what you can to calm yourself. Most that you can do, the best thing that you can do, in my opinion, and everything that I've learned throughout my life, is going to your spiritual self. Now, your spiritual self is not only knowing that you are part of something much larger, this creative process, this God source, but also it is being centered in the love from that creative source. And that's where your answers are. Some people call it your spirit, some people call it your soul, and we can get into that at another time, another presentation. Is there a difference between spirit and soul? The important thing to know is that your thought is followed by your feeling, is followed by your behavior, is followed by a habit if that behavior is repeated, if that same thought and the same feeling and the same behavior is repeated. And to get out of that uncomfortable feeling, that thought that's from the past that you seem to not be able to let go of because it's part of your cellular structure now, is to go to your spiritual source, yourself. You can do that through prayer, through meditation, always through gratitude that you have this part of yourself that can lead you to the answer of what to do, and always give someone the benefit of the doubt so that you have many choices for how you can react and how you can respond and how you can behave to that person. Now, all of this can affect your body. So here's the connection. When a person is upset, and by upset, you can have many different feelings. You can be frustrated, you can be angry, you can be lonely, you can be fearful, you can be sad, you can feel guilty. In my last presentation, I talked about those different feelings, and they all have subcategories. So when you feel that way, any of those uncomfortable feelings, and you stay there, that is going to affect your body in tension. Muscle tension, some people will get a headache, some people will have a backache, some people will just have their hands sweaty, some people will start coughing, some people will just freeze, and other people will act out. in a really uncomfortable way, especially if they're in front of someone else. So the connection that you have is one to really think about and one to really honor. And everything starts with a thought first. Even though I'm saying this is the body, mind, spirit connection, and we usually say body first, just because we're so aware of our bodies, there's so much more to us. So think about your thought. Think about what you're thinking about. And everything has a purpose for you. I believe that whenever something is happening in your life, there is a purpose. Perhaps there is something that you need to learn about that, why that is happening. So I remember when I was writing my book, and this goes to much of what Teuta was saying, I had a difficult time with confidence and with focus, and I knew that I had to write my book. And every time that I would distract myself or think that there was something more important, just like Teuta said before, I put importance before urgency sometimes. I would get distracted and say, oh, well, I'll throw a load of clothes in the washing machine while I'm, here. Oh, and then I will clean this out while I'm here. Or I will run these errands. And oh, by the way, I'm at the post office. So right next door is I needed milk or bread or whatever it was. And everything that I did as a distraction from getting back to my book, because the thought was, who's going to want to read this? Why am I doing this? I don't know how to do this. I've never written a book before. All these distracting thoughts were preventing me from doing what I needed to do, which was finish my book. And nothing went right in my life. And when I went into my feelings and I said, Jean, you know better. You know how to deal with these feelings. So just take the time to do that by going into your spiritual self. Don't keep the behavior of distracting yourself and not doing what is so important for you to do, to help other people. And that was the object of my book, to inspire people, to help other people. And I know that from all the feedback I've gotten, it has inspired and helped many, everyone that has related to this book. So I went into my prayer time, my meditation time, my spiritual self, and I knew then that my priority was to get back to my computer and write more about my book. And every time I did that, I was so guided. It's just like it flowed through me. So that's the value of knowing the connection between your mind, your thought, your feelings, your behavior, and how that affects your body. And knowing that the spiritual part of you is the part that has the answers for you. But you need to, as one Bible passage that I have in my book says, it's my favorite one in the Bible, it's be still and know that I am God. And that means be still, get quiet, go inside in your spiritual self and listen. Listen. And the answers will come. Now, you can tell the difference between what's really spiritually led and what might be ego-led. So when you have something that is spiritually led, a guidance, a way to change your thinking, a way to change your behavior, a way to have options for yourself that you can think and feel and behave differently, that is more supportive to you, that comes from just knowing that that source, that resource is there for you all the time. It never leaves you. Sometimes we leave it. We get so enmeshed in this physical dimension. When you go inside and you know that spiritual truth will come through as calm, never frantic. If you are frantically thinking, I got to do this, well, I got to change this, I've got to do this, so then your emotions then are going to fly in and you're going to feel more upset. That's how ego works. But spiritual truth works in a very calm, secure manner and reminds you again and again. So if you don't get the message the first time, it'll remind you again, as it did me and so many people that I've worked with throughout my career. Another thing that I want to say about the body, mind, spirit connection is how people talk to themselves. So there is two examples in my book that I give of how people create their own reality through their thoughts. And one is I have had a neighbor one time, a lovely woman, who I gave a plant to. It was a flowering plant, and she said, "Oh, Jean, I love this. Thank you so much, but I have a black thumb. I'm never going to be able to keep this plant alive." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, let me help you, and I'll tell you how to care for it." And she said, "Oh, really, I can't grow anything." And that was her firm belief. So guess what? The plant died. And she said, "See, I told you." Well, she expected that to happen because her thought was, based on a past experience, that she could not grow plants and she could never grow plants. So she made that, a belief system, and it followed through that the plant did die. And so she proved herself right, but she didn't have what she really wanted. And what she really wanted was the ability to grow a plant and delight in it and be happy with it and share it. Until she changed her thought, until she changed her belief system, that wasn't likely to happen for her. So eventually she did. And that was so happy to see her in that rethought and change her attitude, change her behavior, and she went into herself and said, this is not helpful to me. The other example was of people who listen to the reporting on TV and say, "Oh yeah, the flu's going around, I'm going to get it." And they get it because they truly believe that they're going to get it. And you can stop all that by looking at your thoughts and realizing that we are holistic beings, body, mind, spirit. Our spirit is the truth. Our body will reflect whatever our mind and our emotions are holding. So know that you have power. That power comes from your spiritual source. And I think I'm out of time, so thank you all for listening and enjoy your life. Love yourself, love your spiritual truth, your spiritual source. Be grateful for every single thing that you can think of every single day. It'll bring you more love and more gratitude and more peace. Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Wow.
And Jean, what I love is the sun from the heavens are shining in on you as you're speaking.
You're from heaven.
Yes, thank you.
That was excellent. Body, mind, spirit. One thing that I was thinking about, Jean, when you were talking about that, about the stillness, I was in power yoga today, and I think it's 94 degrees here outside. So inside the yoga room, it was probably 100 and something, right? And so we went into the Pigeon Pose, and of course, there's always a lot of stiffness, and and the teacher said, just sit with it, sit in the stillness, and whatever's coming up for you, just work through it and breathe. And I think that's a lot of life, that instead of being busy and having busyness things, that we have to work through things and be still with it. And I just think that really works very well. Excuse me. Teuta, what do you think?
Wow, what I think that is so amazing. Thank you, Jean, for bringing to us and to the audience. I mean, this topic is very close to my heart because it really aligns with my values and beliefs. And it's so good when you said about some points that I remember that when you said that your thoughts becomes your feeling, and your feeling becomes your behavior, and your behavior becomes your habit, and your habit becomes your identity.
Yes.
And that's what we are. And it's very important as well that we take care of our body, we take care of our health, but we forget our spiritual life. Yeah. Because I think if we leave that you will leave that as a miss, then they will be, they together, they will not be harmonized. Then when someone suffers, then they will not be in balance. And it's so important that we have to take care of who you are, where we came from. And I think about the limited beliefs that you said, that is true, but most oftentimes, many of us will go these hurdles and will have sometimes disempowerment or anything. But when we are spiritually led, you know who you are, and you don't question that. Mm-hmm. And then you have that confirmation that you're going in the right direction. Yeah. And it is that you have that peace in you, you have that trust in you, and then you are not that you get up in the morning and say, oh, another Monday, oh my God, meaning and complaining. But when you know who you are, when you know your passion, when you know your values, when you know what you bring to others, you are excited. Yeah. Because you live for one purpose and only one purpose. And I say, I can add to that, for example, for myself, I had a very traumatic accident. A lorry came over my legs 3 times. It was and I still suffer of that. But I never asked why. But I said, thank God that I'm alive. Thank God that I can walk. Thank God that I can see my children. Because we can see, sometimes even that we can see what we have instead of what we don't have. And that is our mindset.
Exactly.
And, yes. And that is our mindset, how important it is. And I said to myself, okay, I came to one time that I fell in love with life. Mm-hmm. And they came, when I was 9 months bedridden, but I say that I was on holiday with Jesus. Mm-hmm. I was molded, I was traumatized, but I allow God to control, not like to completely, I raised my hands. I said, God, here I am, use me for your purpose. And that's where the thoughts come. The God speaks with us through thoughts, through people. And that's when thoughts came that, Teuta, your accident happened to you, but it's not for you. It's for others. Mm-hmm. It's for those who need you, who need to hear your voice, who need to say that, yes, it happened, but there is way out. There is way out. There is hope. And that's what I say, that there is hope. And Jean, thank you so much, because I can speak all day, because it's very close to me.
Yes. We would love that. We would love that, but we don't have time. So thank you, Teuta, and thank you, Jean. Brilliant presentation. You both nailed it. I thank you so much. And I just want to let our audience know that if you're interested in being interviewed to be a talking head, please schedule your interview. You can go to Jacalyn at drjacalyn.com, and you can set up time with me. All right, as we close out this show, Jean Keegan Daly, I'm going to run your banner. Please let people know how they can reach you and who should contact you.
Okay. Anybody who would love more of this type of understanding can contact me through my website, which I'm sorry, I don't have a website up yet, but it's coming. Right now, go to my jlifespirit. That's jlifespirit at Comcast.net. And my book is on Amazon. I'm happy to say it has 5 stars and wonderful ratings. And it's on Barnes & Noble and Books A Million and Balboa Press and a lot of other places. My stories are in there. They're all true. And it all has to do with what we talked about today and also in the past. So I welcome anyone. Just please get in touch with me and I will help you the best I can. We're all in this together. And it can be a wonderful, wonderful life. A wonderful life, no matter what your situation is. So,
thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. Teuta, I'm going to spotlight you and run your banner. What's the best way for people to reach you and who should contact you?
Yes, for everyone. It's for mothers, entrepreneur mothers, that they want help how to find balance between life and work and family life as well, because we and also for mothers that have teenagers, it's very important to help them and to for the future generation, and I help women as well that how to live the brilliance and to own their greatness. I can help you to, if you are, I can meet you wherever you are. I can take you from the dark place to the place of shine and the place of greatness and the place that you are meant to lead. You don't have to be in that place. I can take you with, I will be your accountable coach. Please, if you want to talk to me, if you want to reach me on my website, legacyoflove.co.uk and teutaavdyli.com. On Facebook, Teuta Avdyli, and LinkedIn, Teuta Avdyli. Please call me, and I'm waiting for your call. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And if you call now, you will get a set of Ginsu knives and Lee press-on nails. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Fantastic.
I want to say I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. So I forgot that.
All right. So going forward, we'll update your banners so people can see that information. That would be great. All right, ladies, I'm going to close out this show. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure. You got me all jazzed up, ready for my second workout of the day on Hard 75 Hard. All right. Thank you. I'll see you ladies later.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jacalyn. A pleasure as always. And thank you, Jean. It was so nice to see you and to present with you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Bye.
God bless you too. Bye. Wow, what a show. So much great information. And I love the synergy between our presenters. That happens quite often where we have two people come on and present. They have similar topics and they kind of feed off of each other, which is amazing. So I just want to talk to you about a few things. Tomorrow we have a jam-packed day. And one of our shows is called In the Name of Love. And Madeline Chan will be joining us. Again, she was with us last week on Celebrate Great Britain Royally Rich. And I just want to play her clip. She's a singer-songwriter. She's also a vocal coach. And I want to just play her clip so you will tune in tomorrow for Madeline Chan. Take a look.
What you giving me is just not enough. I need a love to take me higher and higher and higher. Every step I take, I feel more awake. Getting closer now, I feel so alive. Stopping me, this is how I live. Ever closer now. Just follow love, and love will take you there.
Job. I'm back here rocking it out. I love that song. So that is tomorrow, In the Name of Love with Madeline Chan, and we will get to hear more from her and everything that she's doing with her star child. And maybe she'll sing for us too. We'll see. Okay, so I mentioned we have a big day tomorrow. We're starting out with Celebrate Great Britain Royally Rich. Then we have the Underdog Show, and then we have the Business Talk Show, followed by another one of our talking heads, and again, In the Name of Love. Okay, as we wrap up, I would like to encourage you to join me for my online seminar, the 16th of September, 2021. I'm making this, I feel, very affordable because I want as many people as possible to join me. $30 right now if you join over on Eventbrite. What do you need to do? Just go to my Instagram, which is Dr. Jacalyn, and you can get your ticket right there. Now, why should you sign up? Why? Well, I've had 30 plus years in the corporate world learning how to listen, learning how to understand what people are saying. You know that feeling when you're negotiating with somebody, whether it's personal or professional, we're always trying to have people understand our viewpoint, and you just stop listening. And in your mind, you're ready to say the next thing. You're not listening to what they're saying. You're thinking, okay, as soon as they stop talking, I am going to tell them this. And meanwhile, you miss the whole point of what the person was saying. I can recall myself being in a meeting before I learned how to effectively listen, that I was so intent on getting all my slides up, right? We had a deck of 60 slides at the time, and I was on like number 40. And the decision maker started talking, which of course we love, right? Because we want to hear what they have to say. They have the ability to say yes, they own the budget. And all I kept thinking was, I have to do the next 12 slides. Like, why does he keep talking? And so it ended up, he took the conversation in a completely different way from what it was that my team and I were there to discuss. And instead of embracing the opportunity, we tried to bring him back to what it was that we wanted him to learn about, because that's what we were presenting on. So we weren't listening. And what do you think happened? We didn't get the deal. Right. I know a lot of you were thinking that. So the purpose of attending this Power of Listening seminar, we're going to have people sharing some of their situations personally and professionally, but you're actually going to learn what are the different types of listening, what is the power in listening, and how can you have better relationships. That's really key, and that's what it's all about. So again, I tried to make this as affordable as I could. It's $30 for 90 minutes. You do the math. Go over to my link on Instagram, Dr. Jacalyn, and that's Dr. Jacalyn, and please go ahead and join me. One of 3 different time options that we have. All right, that's all I have for you in regards to that. I am really excited for the next announcement, which I alluded to earlier. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to have an 8-minute online live Facebook as Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, and then going forward, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This week's topics for 8 minutes each day are listening languages. And we're going to start with the listening style of men. That's our topic for tomorrow. Yes, because men and women don't listen the same way. We think so. And then what happens, we get frustrated because we don't understand why he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Why won't he listen to me? And he's thinking, why won't you shut up and just tell me what it is you need so I can fix it for you? So we'll delve a little bit deeper into that tomorrow. So thank you again for being here. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Teuta. And God bless all of you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Give yourself grace. And remember, life isn't easy, but you've got to show up and do the work. All right. Take care. Bye.